breaking free. Wide awake, while they slipping, I won't die today, won't you listen? Squinting, eyes dilating upon boxing.
So we're on our way to WeWorks to meet with Rachel Cohen. We met her over in San Diego, actually, at Social Media World. But hey, she's actually in Kansas City, so we're heading there, and we go talk a little about brands and how to tell your story.
Dirt to earth, I'm in the...
Hello, this is Kevin Kwok, founder of J29 Creative, and I'm with the talented Rachel Cohen, and she does brand identity. So one of the challenges we have a lot of times when talking to different organizations or businesses is really getting out of them what is their brand and the messaging. So tell us a little more about kind of the service you provide and what is a brand to you.
Yeah, so like we had spoken about is, brand really starts with someone's passion. And if the end buyer is a person, then just really understanding that relationship and how to really connect the two. So I work with clients to understand, okay, why did you actually start this business? And basing that off of, you create their audience, their messaging, and their values. So it's really it's just really a fun process to walk them through and saying, who do you actually want to be talking to? Okay, that's who, let's go after them. Let's figure out how to talk to them based off of your passion and what you're doing. So it's just really a fun process, understanding how to actually connect with people relationally as opposed to just some statistics. It's been really great to kind of work with clients through that. So
that's awesome. So what's some of the challenges you come across when you first meet with these people in regards to their brand?
Some people are stubborn. So you're basically asking, I'm walking in and asking them, questions of things like they don't know me, like why should they answer these questions. So for me, it's just walking into a room and building that rapport with that person. If that rapport is not built, then we won't get anywhere in the conversation. So the biggest thing I would say, and I have really yet to run into it, is just someone who doesn't really want to open up and to talk because it's their baby. What I've seen more than not is people are hungry for it, and they are like, yes, please help me with this big thing, So I haven't run into it yet, but it's a lot of that could be more of not really wanting to share.
I think a lot of people don't understand the value of it and understand the ROI behind actually knowing your brand. Mm-hmm. And so my next question is, so when you're talking about brands, so how important is it? Because I know a lot of, we're a marketing agency and we work in the digital space, and a lot of times clients hold dearly to conversions and just seeing a lead generation, things like that, because it's a tangible, and that's what they want to focus on. But I don't think they understand the importance of having that brand and messaging. So how important do you see that in that whole? Yeah.
Well, so I've noticed that people will tell me who their audience is and they'll guess, and nobody's really confident in it. So I've noticed if you kind of just throw it out there and say, okay, this is my audience, I'm going to kind of go for it, and you're not being directly intentional and you know where you're going, then it just kind of falls flat. So what I've noticed is going back to your passion and basing it off of your passion, because people are not going to quit on their passion. They don't. People are driven by their passion, no matter what scenario we're in, you're driven somehow by your passion. So going after your audience in that and really honing in on saying, who is this person? What is their name? How do we talk to them? And being very direct and very intentional, it helps even in your day-to-day life, even positioning yourself where those clients would possibly be. So, yeah.
So when you talk about aligning your passion, how does that work with regards to their customer relationship?
They can have more of an emotional connection and saying, hey, I'm just like you because X, and I can relate to you because I want to see you win. I want to, I was in that position when I was a child, or, I completely understand the frustration and the hurt and the whatever behind that. And so I can get behind you because I can empathize, but I've got the authority that I've already worked through it. So I can partner up with you and saying, okay, here,
So what does so you're pretty much kind of a brand consultant or coach. So what does it look like for someone that's, hey, I already have a business. I think I have a brand. And I approach you, and how does that look?
Yeah. Well, usually if you say you think, then you actually don't know. So it's going back to that and saying, let's go back to the drawing board, and just, even if it's already established brand, saying, okay, why did you start this? Let's back up, because clearly you're coming to me because something's not working, or you want to grow in a way that you haven't been able to before. So it's very important, even for established brands, to go back to why the business started, why what the heart was behind the CEO, the founder, what that heart was, and letting that lead. You can connect with your audience so much more. So it's really important.
Well, awesome. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And we feel like what Rachel provides is so important in marketing and anything you do, because it's almost what you say is like the first step of the entire process. Because if you don't know how to identify what you are truly about, it's really hard to execute your marketing and anything, even sales, and even company culture. So thanks for your time. And
thank you.
Yeah. See ya.
Yes, we fly away with me. It's time to fly away. His blood set me free. It's time to fly away. Fly away with me. It's time to fly away.